How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another video. So in this one, I'm going to be carving waterfalls out of cottonwood bark, and I already have one completed. I made a short out of it, so if anybody follows me, you may have seen it. I didn't really have a particular plan with this one. I just kind of winged it, really, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm going to step it up a little bit, go a little bit bigger, and hopefully this one turns out. My plan so far, just based on kind of how the bark is laying out, is I'm kind of thinking of starting the waterfall over here on this side and then have it trickle down towards the center, the top section. I guess I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna go about doing that. Maybe do a pine tree or some rocks, I guess. We'll see how it goes when I start carving. Probably about 15 minutes into the carving, I already pivoted from my original thoughts going in. I also quickly ran into unexpected challenges. As I was blocking out the waterfall, I realized that the pine tree was not going to work, so I decided instead to carve a two-tier waterfall starting at the top. I was quickly running out of room though, and had to carve in the structure quite a bit to avoid the flaky surface bark. So I've made some pretty major changes so far. One of the big things is that I extended the waterfall a little bit further, and I just made it a little bit skinnier, and then I'm really pushing the bottom section of it a little bit further back just to give it a little bit more depth and shadows, and so I'm liking that so far. And I started working on the rocks up at the top. I wasn't exactly sure how it was gonna go, how it was gonna turn out, but so far I am pretty pleased. So I got this second waterfall all finished up here. I didn't actually intend on having the top pretty similar to the first one. It's kind of similar there. Didn't really intend that, but that's just how it worked out. So I'm going to carve one more. I always find it interesting when you go into a carving with an idea in mind and somehow there's always a curveball that makes you change course. With this one, I wanted to carve more foliage and less rocks, but I really struggled during the bottom section of the falls and how to tie it all in. Instead of making an attempt to carve more foliage and bushes, I decided to focus on the structure itself and make sure it all flowed nicely. I really slowed down and took my time, but eventually I was able to break through and figure it out. This last carving probably was my biggest struggle, but turned out to be my favorite. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of my video. I appreciate it. If you guys have some extra time, make sure you check out my website. You can browse the shop, look at some previous carvings that I've completed. Also on the website, I have a section that has my relief carving sketches available to download for free. So if you guys want to do that in practice, go ahead. Again, thank you. Appreciate each and every one of you.